transition you're making with your brand and what you do. So we're not calling them wigs anymore. You calling them crowns.
Yes, I'm no longer a hairstylist. I'm a crown adornist.
That's beautiful.
So I adorn the crown because I deal with queens. So we have to reference them as crowns.
Wow.
So it's about overall beauty and wellness. It's not just about covering this up, because this is beautiful too. It's about caring for this as well. Caring for this as well. Caring for this as well. And not just covering. We're just so used to covering everything up.
But it seems like if more hairstylists or practitioners or whatever took that approach where it's not about just throwing some chemicals in or throwing in a track, but it's about the adornment of the person and how you start with the crown, you know, and just all over wellness. It seems like people would feel more beautiful in what they wear.
Well, it's wonderful that you say that, but that starts with the person.
Yeah.
You know, like the person has to do this for their own self before they can do it for someone else. So this is how I live. This is my whole thing. Like, people are always wondering, how do you keep your skin so clear? How do you stay in shape? How do you have so much energy? And what workouts do you do? And why don't you relax hair? So, you know, for me, it's just overall about wellness, improving, and just staying spiritually connected to yourself, loving yourself.
I mean, because I know it's true. What's growing out of your head is a direct reflection of what's going on inside. I know.
The crown chakras, baby.
Yeah, right.
The crown chakras, you know. People take this lightly. You know, they just go to any old person and with any old energy, touching in their hair, and they wonder why the hair's falling. They wonder why the hair's breaking. They wonder why the hair won't grow. Why the hair has no life.
Right.
Because the hands that touch them has no life.
You are so deep. But that's why I love what you do, and why one of the reasons why you're very well respected in your art is because you've always looked at hair as art.
Hold on.
You know.
What's going on with this?
I know. Okay, so I had
You don't do this.
I know.
See all that hair?
I should have taken that out before you saw it.
What's going on with the rubber band?
I need to take better care.
Yes, because what you're doing is you're covering it up. This is what you're doing. Your hair is dry. I mean, this is a beautiful head of hair. To most people, they won't even look at this as beauty. To me, this is strength. This is non-chemically processed, beautiful hair, African hair.
Yes, and I must say, I do.
So you must care for this, because we're so used to throwing on these. Yes, they're beautiful. The crowns are beautiful. Yes, but they're meant to protect what's already here. That's all they're meant for.
I know.
It's an extra added protection, not a cover up. And that's the misconception. Everyone wants to throw some makeup on, throw some hair on, throw some tight clothes on, and they think it's sexy.
That's what I've been doing, covering up.
Covering it up.
Yeah, and I need to let it all out.
I'm about to get in your head before I work on the head. That's what it's about. I need to get in that head. You have to love this. You have to feel it, love this, care for it. Don't abuse it. Because if you love it, you won't abuse it.
That's true. And you know, this whole journey with me trying to lose weight and take better care of myself and just looking how I want to look, it starts from within and loving yourself. I know that. We all know that. But then it's like, what do you practice what you preach? I know. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just don't even comb my hair and just throw the wig on. Like, to me, wigs and crowns, well, wigs have been a shortcut, but now with the crowns,
I'm glad you switched it. I'm
glad. The crowns.
Now when you look at it as crowns, you also look at your own crown.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
It changes.
Like a wig, it's just kind of disrespectful.
Right. Throw any old wig on, but
a wig, like, let me throw this on.
Right. But if you're gonna say I'm gonna put my crown on, Queen Elizabeth would never put her crown on top of a head that just looks horrible and a mess. And I don't know if this is the crown worthy. This looks more like
head is not
gesture worthy. I don't know. I need some crown worthy hair.
Some conscious crown. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how we have to do it. You know, you have to trim your hair, condition it, love it, massage it. You know, to care for it. So that you're not, see, my thing is that people are slaves to weaves and slaves to relaxers and slaves to wigs. They're just slaves. You know why they become slaves? Because they forgot how to care for what they already have. So now you become a slave because you damage your hair that you already have. You weave it out your own head. You relax it out of your head.
Right.
So you relax the hair right off your own head.
Right.
So you started off with beautiful hair.
That is so, it's so true.
You started off with beautiful hair.
Right.
Then you become a slave because you said, let me try this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You try it, you love the attention you get. So now you keep on trying. It becomes an addiction. Then you think that this has no value. So then this becomes your God.
Right.
Then you forget about this.
I've been praying
like,
to the
I don't care
wigs.
about this as long as I could cover it up.
Right.
So now you know what happens? Because now you cause more damage. Now you have no choice but to put them on. And now you become a slave. Because no one could dare see you without that.
Right.
So now I'm trying to switch the cycle. That's what I'm working on, switching it. So because if we care for this, doesn't matter if you have this on, if you don't have it on. Doesn't matter. You're always going to be confident. You always will feel beautiful. Because you care for it. So it's beautiful. You see life in it. When you don't care for it, you don't see life. You see death. Right. So you want to cover it up. And then you think that this is life.
Right.
And this is actually death, in a way, because it's not growing out of your scalp.
I mean, I think a lot of black women, most that are doing weaves and stuff like that, are dealing with that issue where there's no life in it. And that's what I'm trying to get to, is getting the life back. Because I feel like there's a life inside of this outer shell that is ready to break out and live. And
this is live hair still. It just needs care. This is live hair because it's not processed. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I love working with crowns, is because African women especially, because it's for all women, but why I do African women, because a lot of times we're not taught to love what we already have, love our texture, love the strength. We relax our hair, we weave our hair, we do all of these things, but we forget how to love what we already have, because we weren't taught to love it. So they don't realize that when you relax your hair and you're removing the life from the hair, and now it becomes inferior.
So true.
It doesn't have the body, it doesn't have the strength. This couldn't stand anything.
Yeah.
You just have to care for it, you have to love it.
It sure can.
And it's going to love you too.
Well, I do love my hair. I love it natural, and the white men love it too. I've noticed that there's more and more white boys coming up.
Let me tell you about the white boys.
I'm like, okay.
You know, these black women sometimes, they put on these lace front wigs, hair weave down their back. I mean, I'm not mad at any of it, honestly. My thing is this. I hear them say things like, yeah, you know, I'm doing this because I want to be a white man. Oh, I hear it all day. They'll shave off their hairline so that they can glue on the wig to the point where it looks like it's growing out their scalp. They have no love. And the thing about it, what they don't realize, is that the white man wants your hair like this.
Yeah, they like that Africa bambata. I'm telling you, I'm walking out like Fraggle Rock, and the dude's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Because otherwise they would just get one of the white girls with that long
Exactly.
hair. They want you for the African, okay?
Right.
The African hair, that hair with life and that hair with strength, with power.
White man hair, I come straight from Africa for your ass. I ain't lace front and shit. I'm African. I'm gonna learn how to speak Swahili and I love no, actually because the other the crown I was wearing, the natural and curly and nappy all over, actually brothers have been stepping too, but I think it's because I feel sexier with with hair that's textured and more natural.
Oh, yeah, hair. I always love when the hair is closest to its natural state.
Yeah.
That's honestly when I like to switch mine up all the time. Depends on the vibe and the flow, but I feel the most beautiful when it's actually my own hair.
Yes.
Actually, I do feel the most beautiful in my natural hair because I care for it. And it's amazing and it's protected all the time. But the second best is when I have hair that's close to my texture. You know, it connects me to my true self.
Right.
My true identity as an African woman. It's important to be connected.
Right.
When you care for it, you remain connected. When you don't, there's the disconnect. And then there's self-hatred.
Yes.
With the disconnect.
Okay. Let me see how much time. Thank you so much. That was great.
That was a great deal.
Yes.
Stand up straight.
I'm with the fabulous Hadiiya Barbell, and she just made a new crown for me. She's not calling them wigs anymore. They are crowns. And
they have to be respected.
Yes.
They adorn the head and the crown chakras. We have to love ourselves and understand that we are goddesses. We don't just throw wigs on our heads. We don't just wear wigs like our grandmothers did. That's like a joke. They're crowns. They're to be respected and to be loved, absorb, and they're a protection for our heads. They're coverings.
Well, I'm excited to get my new crown from Hadiiya. As she's prepping my hair, she just threw some cornrows in there for me.